Thank you very much for joining us at this very important press conference, which will be followed by a town hall meeting where descendants of Sapelo Island, along with representatives and stakeholders of the Geechee Gullah culture non-government organization, will be testifying, and they will be talking about why we need this study committee, why we need to protect a beautiful, untouched island that is right here in the state of Georgia. I am so grateful that we have great faith leaders, our distinguished civil rights leaders, and social justice leaders who will come up and speak about this, and hopefully will stand with us all the way through, and hopefully we can get our legislation passed for a study committee. And they want to have a joint study committee of the House and the Senate, and we will introduce this legislation in January, because it's past time to take care of Georgia's business. It is time for us to do something. I'd like for Senator Lester Jackson to just say a word, because whenever you look up this island, Sapelo, the first thing you see is that it's 60 miles from Savannah, Georgia. And Lester Jackson represents Savannah, Georgia, and so does Representative Gordon. So let's let them have a brief moment to say why they are here. Thank you.
For one thing, I'm honored to be here today with such distinguished citizens of this great state and this great world. I'm honored to have Senator Ronald Ramsey, Representative Craig Gordon, Senator Donzella James, and State Senator Gail Davenport. These outstanding legislators have realized the significance of the Sapelo Island culture and the devastation that has happened to this island. And what we're doing is trying to save a culture.
Yes.
What we're trying to do is trying to save a culture from being overrun by government officials and colonizers. So we'll come together today just to lend our support to save Sapelo Island. And I'm just proud that we're not saving Sapelo Island, we're saving a culture. Yes. And it's not just about Sapelo Island, it's not about Georgia, it's about the whole coastal region of the United States and this culture, this Gullah Geechee culture that rests down the whole southern coast. So we're just proud that I'm playing one small part to make sure that we don't lose Sapelo Island and this culture of Gullah Geechee. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is State Representative Craig Gordon, and I want to thank all of you for being here today. I have the unique position to come after two great people who have obviously helped take the lead on this issue, and I look forward to working with the Senate as well as my colleagues on the House to pass some joint legislation to research and hopefully do whatever we can to protect this resource. You know, the Lord is a being and an entity that is hard for us to understand, but one of the things that we can understand is that He's not creating any more land, and so we have to do whatever we can to protect the land and culture that we have right here in Georgia, one of our most precious resources. So again, I thank all of you for coming out and look forward to, once the ball continues to start rolling, passing this legislation, and next summer starting a study committee that hopefully will put a stop to all the harm that is coming our way like an avalanche.
I'm State Senator Gail Davenport. I represent portions of Clayton County and Henry County, but I'm here today to certainly thank Senator James for
touring the island and for making sure that we have a study committee to study this very important issue. We want to make sure that we protect the culture, protect the people there, and want to make sure that we keep this island. So we thank all of you for comment, and I'm here to stand with these other senators and representatives to say that we want this study committee, and we're so grateful to you for getting this legislation.
Good afternoon. My name is Ronald Ramsey, State Senator for District 43. I represent DeKalb and Rockdale counties, and I too want to thank Senator James for her fierce leadership on this issue. I live in North Georgia, but some time ago I was traveling and saw a piece on CNN with regard to the plight of the individuals and citizens of Sapelo Island, and it moved me so that I immediately got on the phone, and the name of the one individual that was featured in the piece, I called them up and I told them who I was, and I said, I'm an attorney and I want to help you with this fight. But I never heard anything back, and quite frankly, I did not follow through, and quite frankly, I'm ashamed of that. But I want to thank my colleague, Senator Donzella James, for her fierce leadership for civil justice and human justice in this state and around this world. And Senator, I commend you, and I'm honored to work alongside you with these other able legislators to not only just get a study committee, but to get a commitment from the state of Georgia in the form of laws preserving this culture and this way of life and this property right of these peoples in Sapelo Island, Georgia. Thank you.
The issue is clear. The systematic deprivation and regeneration of the culture and people that birthed the first generation of African Americans, the Geechee Gullah indigenous culture, the spirit of their relationship with the land that worked and everything the land produced. The Geechee Gullah people, the descendants of enslaved West African people, primarily from what is now Sierra Leone. What's at stake is 27,000 acres of Geechee Gullah descendants' land through their once enslaved ancestors, owned with title deed on Sapelo Islands, Georgia, fourth largest Barrett Reef Island between Savannah and Brunswick. Billions of dollars in economic development and tourism for the state of Georgia and for the southeast region of the United States is at stake. We earnestly want to work together to make sure that the descendants of Sapelo Island have input in the future of this island. We want to make sure that those who once lived there, who had to leave because there was no work, can come back to their home island and live and retire and raise their children and do everything that we do right here in Atlanta and other places throughout Georgia.